Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, McCaffrey takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
Jason Myers for the...
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that stuff.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 20. 10, 5, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, it's Carson. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name, how about your respect? Give it more than when I get expecting up the back.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
57's the mark. Watch 57. Go, go, go.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up.
Intended for Chris.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25.
How you like me now?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 66 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sideline. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13. Panthers 7.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
At the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. It's just me.
To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
14.
No problem there on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
To kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Switch up. Mike, 56. Mike's 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Seth Roberts there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Second down at 4. Now Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
To throw again. Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Sets up
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He's first 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
There's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
7-yard line.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
56 from up. 56 from up. Watch the twist. Check 26. Check.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
For Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
56.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play fake. Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
He's tackled.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got 50's the mark. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got it. I got it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
On first down, Carson. Tackle made by K1 Short. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
15-yard line.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Carson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
They run it again with Hyde. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it this time. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's the Panthers punter now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up second down. This is Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.